guys, welcome to Superhero Sundays. I'm Eli.
I'm Matthew.
And today we're breaking things down like WandaVision episode 8, Superman and Lois, the Arrowverse, Zack Snyder's Vanity Fair article, and a whole bunch more. This episode is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great hour to talk about superheroes. I am so glad that you guys are with us. If you can, please share this video, give it a thumbs up, and comment as much as possible. That tells the YouTube algorithm,
The algorithm.
yes, that this is a good video and other people should watch it. So, with that said, let's get into it, starting with WandaVision episode 7. Are you ready, Matthew?
Episode 8, you mean?
I want to go back in time and rewatch it all over.
I know.
Right,
before we even talk about this,
yes,
I just remembered there may be a surprise 10th episode. There's a rumor.
What?
There's a rumor.
Wait,
I don't know.
I didn't know there was just gonna be 9.
There's been a few articles. I saw a couple of YouTube videos as well saying that there's a rumor that there may be a surprise 10th episode, which, if you think about it, would totally fit into WandaVision, just because they've been throwing us off this whole time. But I just thought I'd mention that.
All right, well, let's get into it.
All right.
So, starting off at the top of the episode,
we are in Salem, Michigan.
Michigan?
Or Massachusetts. Sorry, I thought of M and went straight to Michigan. Salem, Massachusetts in 1693 is the origin for Agatha Harkness.
Yes. And let me tell you, I want more of that.
Yes.
That, like a spin-off series of that would be incredible.
In 1693, there's enough time frame to make a few series out of that.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the special effects in the beginning of the episode with the purple and whipping Wanda around. I thought that was so cool.
The crown? Did you like the crown? When the mom went to go hit Agatha one more time, this magical crown just came across her head. Did you notice that? Oh, you got to go back if you haven't seen it.
I gotta watch it again.
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, it was so cool. She just went, "Dah," and it went, "Zah," and it was like, "Ah." But one thing that I want to talk about this scene that people are speculating. I am fully aware that a lot of people are letting go of like things like Nightmare, Mephisto, like secret villains like that. But what was interesting is when Agatha when she was being attacked, when that purple energy immersed out of her, she had this moment of like vulnerable breathing when that happened. Like it was like something helped her out in that moment. Because
Agatha?
Yeah, Agatha. Because it almost
was okay. So I saw this theory from what you're saying.
Okay, yeah.
Because the color you're talking about, the colors of the magic.
Well, not just the color, but the way it like popped up. Because she was in pain, and then all of a sudden, whatever happened, she was like calm again. Like something hit her. Like it wasn't her that popped it out. It was something that like saved her. It was very weird. Like, she was looking around like, what the hell? And then she kind of felt it and then took advantage of it.
Right. And let me explain, because I think I understand it because I watched this one video. I think it was Heavy Spoilers.
Probably.
That
you love that show.
I love that show.
I do too, but...
He's a great... That guy is phenomenal.
His name is Paul, by the way.
Oh, his is Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. He's like, hey, this is Paul. I'm like, okay, never mind. But anyway, he explained it as the different colors are the different types of magic.
Fair.
So
that makes sense.
Purple is like dark magic.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
And that's what we see in Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
Because the Ancient One pulls from that.
The dark dimension.
Exactly. And that's where that purple magic comes from.
Yeah. I don't know the name of the okay, so Wanda's power,
right?
The source of Wanda's power, the red, comes from like this like godlike beast. I don't know the name of this thing. It's literally like 5 letters, but it's like CH and then like 4 letters that don't make sense after it. But anyways,
I'm getting more coffee.
That's totally fine.
You got this. I'm getting more coffee, guys. I'll be back.
But yeah, no, that totally makes sense. The first way I understood that the colors were different is to separate and to segregate, like who's using what, who's doing what powers at what time. Like when you see red, you know that's Wanda. When you see purple, you know that's Agnes. But that would totally make sense if there are different versions of magic. And that I love that. I absolutely love it. I also love that the group in the beginning had blue magic, which I have to assume is like the authoritative good side, because like, look, they were trying to kill her, but she was bad, so it can't be all good.
Right. I mean, the blue. I still don't know what type of magic that was. You know.
It has. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out, because
I want a spin-off series.
Yeah. Oh, there'll probably be one.
I can totally see that.
Totally be one.
That would be a great.
Also.
Yes.
Going into the next scene where they go into the basement and Agatha and Wanda are having a real talk to talk, like really Agatha's talking, but. Mm-hmm. This is something I want to kind of get across, because we could talk all day about the details of how good this episode was, but there's the thing that is unclear to me. I don't think Agatha is fully a villain. Let me explain.
Okay.
Because she was choking out kids at the end of this episode. I need to be careful with what I say here. I think, humor me, I think she's helping Doctor Strange. I think Agatha was sent by Doctor Strange for a few reasons. Number one, when they were going through her memories.
Yeah.
Did you notice the part where Agatha slowly wiped away a tear when Wanda wasn't looking during the Wanda and Vision episode?
How many times have you watched this episode?
So many times. I tried to get everything in.
You know this better than I do.
Well, anyway, so Vision and Wanda are having that moment watching Malcolm in the Middle. By the way, this episode is sad, but I love it. Anyways, while Wanda is watching this memory, behind her, without Wanda knowing, Agnes wipes away a tear. Now, here's the thing. If you're evil, definitionally, you don't really feel empathy. That's not a strong characteristic for someone who's evil. They don't feel sorrow, or they don't feel grief with you.
Exactly.
For some reason, Agatha does. So this is my theory. Mm-hmm. I think that Agatha lost something or lost someone. And because she realized how powerful Wanda was, she is now obsessed with knowing how she did it, so she can use that power to bring back whatever she lost. But I think because she's so desperate, that's where her cynicism comes from. I mean, when she slammed Wanda against the walls,
right,
she said, "I can't be gentle with you." Those are the words of tough love, of somebody like your uncle coming in, being like, "Look, I'm not going to be easy on you. I can't. Like, this is game time." She's almost like pushing her, like, "We got to get out of this." So I don't think she's a villain.
So by the end of the episode, Agatha realizes that she's a Scarlet Witch.
I know. Yeah, Scarlet. That makes you a Scarlet Witch.
Right?
I love that Scarlet Witch is a legend in the MCU. She already exists. I thought she was going to get a name like, the Scarlet, and you're kind of a witch, like something like that.
Yeah.
She's a legend. You're supposed to be a myth, she said. I thought that was dope. You're a myth, Wanda.
No, the really interesting thing about this episode was how she got her powers. Like, we all assumed that was the experimentation of the Mind Stone, right?
Apparently, she's a mutant from the beginning.
From the beginning, right.
And, like, a mutant, by the way, that does not, like, speculation. I mean, she had mutation in her powers. Something in the Mind Stone amplified what otherwise would have died in the vine, said by Agatha.
Yeah.
Which I thought was beautiful. I love the writing in the show, because
oh my god, it's amazing.
When I heard that, I thought, like, in her blood veins, like, that's what she was calling vine. Like, in the vine, it should have died in the vine. And I'm like, ew, she's calling her veins her vines? I like that. But anyways, I just,
yeah.
Oh. Should we talk about the ending yet? The end credit scene, or should we just...
Yeah, there's still so much unanswered.
I know.
There's
I know.
so much unanswered. How did they even do that? Like, I felt like I got a whole episode, but at the same time, like, so many questions.
Are you familiar with White Vision?
No. This is like my first introduction.
White Vision.
Haven't heard of
from the comics. Mm-hmm. Not that dissimilar from this show, actually.
Yeah. Oh, hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hey,
we got people popping up in chat.
How we doing?
Gotta make sure I can say hi.
Hey, thank you for that interesting theory there.
My mom is watching.
Hello, Mom. How we doing?
Not your mom. It's my mom.
I know, obviously, but you know, every mom's a mom. But here we go. So White Vision in the comics, very dissimilar to the show. Vision in the comics was dissembled, and when they put them back together, they created this White Vision. And the reason why they made a white one and a colored one is this Vision is emotionless. Mm-hmm. He has all of his sentient abilities. He's more robot than he was. Mm-hmm. And the way in the comics, basically Scarlet was happy at first, then sad for obvious reasons because it's not really Vision. And I might be messing up the timeline here in comics, but I think after that she found out her kids weren't real, and then she no more mutants, or that was before. But anyways, so this Vision is an emotionless Vision. That's the purpose of this. It's meant to have Vision back, but further mentally scar Wanda.
Further mentally scars Wanda? What are you saying?
Like, that's what's going to happen. She's going to be affected by this.
Even more.
Like, I mean, imagine if you were in her shoes, like, and your loved one dead came back, and it looked like them, but it wasn't them. I mean, you'd be scarred. Oh, yeah,
you're right. I didn't think about it like that. That's a good point. That's a really, really good point.
Oh, and I want to get this out of the way, because this is, like, the second to the last episode.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to say this all the time, but I was right about the mental breakdown.
I was totally right.
I was so right when I said.
Oh my goodness!
When I said I think that something happened, she just had enough, and she just went blah, and then that bubble hit, and I was on the. And I was still happy. I wasn't disappointed by it or anything. I was just, there it is. But other than that, I was wrong for everything else, though.
Yeah.
Everything else, I was wrong.
Everything. I was totally wrong.
Love the show.
I don't think I got anything right. Did I?
Well, I'm still holding on to your two Wandas because
really?
I don't know why, like something. Oh, that's why. All right, the Mind Stone scene.
Yeah.
The silhouette. We got to see Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch with the crown and everything. It was a silhouette, but we got to see it. And also, there's an enhanced picture online where somebody makes it visible. You can see the details, and it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I wish I had a photo, but
you think that's the other Wanda, if my theory is correct?
If it is correct, yes. I think it was like a window. But then again, if it's not true, I would say it was either the idea implanted, like the Mind Stone, or because Scarlet Witch is a myth, it's just something that it kind of exists within the universal...
Wait.
Like,
hold the phone.
Laws? So it was something to unfold.
Wait a second. I'm thinking, and Vision isn't in this episode.
No, he was gone the whole time. And Darcy, too. I think they're... Oh, no, they separated. He flew out. She was still in the truck.
Right.
But,
oh, my gosh. So many questions.
Oh, I think I know... Okay, I think Doctor Strange is... Because I was wrong about this one. I thought Doctor Strange was going to be in this one because of the promo.
What?
I was saying the promo had Doctor Strange in it.
Yeah.
He was not in this. So I'm thinking if this really is the last episode, which I don't think it is, but it probably is, he's going to be in it. He's going to come in. And what I really hope happens, seriously, and I don't care if it doesn't happen, but I really hope Doctor Strange shows up and Agatha says hello, Doctor Strange says hello, and Wanda's confused thinking, dude, you're a good guy. You're friends with Wanda, and be like, I mean, her ways are a little unfavored, but she gets the job done, you know, and she came in and took care of it. You know, I was busy dealing with something. She came in, and I told her I'd meet her up when I was done. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, look, is she crazy? Yeah, she's crazy, but she got the job done. I would love something of that caliber.
Gathamite says there's 10 episodes planned. That's what we hear.
Told you. All right. Thank you.
Is meant to make an appearance from what I saw. I could not be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
No, that's fair. I also heard rumors of a secret 10th episode. Because think about it. I mean, it's a biologically satisfying number 10. It's weird to end a one-series show on 9. Unless the story...
10, yeah.
Unless the story... 10? It's just a satisfying number. That's all I'm saying. If the story is strong enough, it doesn't matter how many episodes. Like, there's one show called Afterlife with Ricky Gervais. Like, the show has, 8, maybe 12 episodes in this one series.
Yeah.
It is a perfect story. That's why I don't care that there's so few episodes. And that's how I kind of...
Sure.
That's why I don't really care. If there's not all I know is that if there's not a 10th episode, this episode coming up is going to blow... my underwear and socks off, and I don't even know how that's possible.
Underwear?
I know. That's how crazy this is gonna be.
Oh boy!
But
well, you can watch that episode.
Yeah,
on
by
your
myself.
Own. Yeah,
right?
by yourself. I don't need to be a part of that. That's
all
good.
Right. Should we move on?
Yeah, totally. On
right.
that note. But who knows? WandaVision episode 10. Doctor Strange shows up. It's gonna be really, really interesting. I think it's gonna have a 10-second cameo.
It has to. I mean, it's leading into Doctor Strange.
But them being friends, that's really, really interesting. I don't know why Doctor Strange... I mean, maybe he's just, doctor. He could be there to help and fix, And
one thing I also found interesting, when Agatha said, I felt... When your magic happened, I felt it. I felt hundreds of spells all at once. I thought, if she could feel it... Doctor Strange is feeling it right now.
Oh, and Wanda coming back from the laboratory or whatever.
The saddest thing.
And all the people are there. They're on the street, and then.
I know he's a robot, but that was vile.
Oh, totally.
And look, obviously it's a show. Obviously I have emotional separation. Right. But when I try to put myself in that shoes, I would have snapped. I would have the part where they pulled the arm and it made it look like muscle fibers. I was like, dude,
So we have to talk. Gothamite brings up a good point. I forgot to mention that we're going to be talking about the Spider-Man name dropping today.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
It is official, by the way.
It is official. Yes. No Way Home.
No Way Home. Which makes sense.
Does that mean no way back to his house, or does that mean no way back?
Well, I saw some promo sets photos of the.
No. Let's just talk about the name. Does it mean without
Well, that's what I mean.
Confirmation.
That's what I mean. The no way home. Okay. Well, obviously he can't go home,
right?
Because his secret is out, and I say that because nobody in that universe really knows. But they had some set photos, not set photos, but whatever.
Sure.
And there was a warehouse, some worn out warehouse that those 3 kids are gonna be in, and by kids I mean Peter, the boy, and the girl, Mary Jane, and.
Well, here's my theory.
Yeah.
My theory is that No Way Home, right? It's not Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Oh no, man! There's
think about it.
It's got to be a Spider-Verse type movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Tobey Maguire has already been going back and forth with the company, and Andrew Garfield. I haven't read up on him yet, but I know that there has not been any talk about any other plot than this one. Yeah. No other ones. I've looked. Nobody has any other speculation except for what we're talking about now, which is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland being in the same movie as in 3 Spider-Man in one flick.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home in the teaser that we got.
Yeah, interesting.
Spider-Man's shirt.
I did not notice the shirt.
Yes, his shirt was a big,
Oh, the X. Find the X.
Yeah,
it's right here.
The X.
Yeah.
Somebody solved it, and it equals 55, right? And then they looked up the comic book.
Oh.
I know.
See, that's the kind of... See, that's why people love Marvel, because they know people
It
are going to
has
look
to,
for
yeah.
minor details. So they know, look, when we start filming, everything you have on, everything that's behind you, it's on purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's told every little thing. And I love the way they did it. Like, too, like, Tom's, like, spilling names like crazy.
Insane. Insane.
And they're just teasing us, and it was great. It's fantastic, the fan service that Marvel and Disney provide. It's just something just so... I don't want to sound cheesy, but magical.
It is, no, it's like, this is a fan film for sure. And this is nostalgia wrapped up in modern.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm so excited.
Movies, wow, they had a bigger impact on me than I thought.
I know. Look, I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really do. I think he's great. But personally, it's just what was the first Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire.
Thank you. That's my Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tobey's great.
I can go back, watch the first 2 movies of his, and still be blown away of how good it was. The third one, I think we can all agree, dropped a little bit, but that was a forced movie. We all know that.
Oh, it was totally forced, and he didn't have the same control that he did.
Yeah, Venom wasn't even supposed to be in that movie.
He wasn't, exactly. It should have just been him and Harry.
Right.
The whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
They've been setting that up from the beginning.
Or in Sandman, yeah, but...
Exactly.
Moving on.
Hey,
to,
Alex. Maybe Toby and Andrew get stuck in Tom Holland's Earth,
right.
and they have no way home.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you just said, yeah.
Yes. If John Krasinski and Emily Blunt aren't in Fantastic Four,
that's what I'm hoping for, too.
Riot.
Seriously. Yes.
We're going to get our pitchforks and our torches.
I would go, like, seriously, if someone told me, like, if you wanted to put money down, do you think John and Emily are going to get the part? I'd say yes.
That would be great. Aren't they married in real life?
They were married in real life.
That would be just fantastic.
And the Fantastic Four is the original superhero family. Mm-hmm. And what better way to tip your hat to them by having an actual family?
That would be great.
That'd be beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
And the chemistry would be unflappable. Flappable.
For sure. Oh, my goodness.
But speaking of amazing new stuff, this Superman and Lois show, I just want to say right now, I'm going to keep saying...
The S is what hope stands for.
Come on, man. I'm going to keep saying that this show is surprisingly amazing. But I'm going to explain why.
Okay, break it down. Let's go.
Just by one comparison. It's not like Supergirl at all.
No, it isn't.
At all.
No.
The quality, the flying, the CG, the acting, the way they're...
It felt like a movie.
It felt like a movie, and I loved every... I understand the quirkiness was a little whatever.
Yeah, I'll get into that.
But...
That's just my opinion, I'm sure.
I could not look away. I couldn't look away. I was too surprised.
Swept up by it.
I was swept up by the show.
That's how you should be with any show, with any form of TV, movie.
And this is just so good. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I know where to start. The OG suit. I literally jumped out of my chair when I saw that. Not once in a Superman movie has that ever been done. Brilliant. And new suit, dope.
Yeah.
The way he solved the nuclear meltdown, that combo of all of his moves.
Oh my god. So let me talk about that for a quick second.
It was so good. So good.
Oh yes, Alex. Green car, jumped out of my seat. Max Fisher's suit. Yes.
So good.
The reaction of the first comic cover. Yes. Oh my, yes.
So good.
Oh, it was.
Blown away.
What was I going to talk about? Oh, the ice melting.
Yes.
Let me talk about that really quick.
Go ahead.
So, seeing that just brought back, like, childhood memories of seeing Superman for the first time. Because it was cheesy, but it was heroic, and it wasn't like...
He was strong and determined, too.
It felt like Superman. It felt like it was like, yeah, that's how I see Superman solving the problem. Just taking a huge freaking ice.
Right.
and just melting the whole thing. Like only that's
Ugh.
something only Superman can do, you know?
Good. It was too good. It was awesome.
And oh my gosh, the dynamic of him having children and them and Lois being together. I love that story.
They're acting
phenomenal.
Seriously. Okay, let me say this. His son, I believe Jordan, the one who has the anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
I love that that's part of his character arc. That is so real. I can't even think of a movie where a character has an anxiety disorder. Like,
what do you mean? Isn't the Fantastic Four?
I'm not entirely sure. I just remember,
no, I don't
like,
think so.
There's
Maybe
so
not.
many things that they could have diagnosed him with, but something this modern, but somehow mild, but somehow,
you got it, Alex.
but somehow like current. You know, it was just so good, and the acting is so good. When they have that fight after he finds the spaceship, bro, so good. I don't know how else to say it. It was believable.
Oh, yeah.
It was believable. Like, that is how an angry son talks to their parents, even when they're disrespectful.
And the foreshadowing of, like, he can control the ship, you know?
Right.
Right. That was great. It was great storytelling. Hey, Farming Legend. Welcome to the show.
Oh, shoot, hey.
It does feel like an HBO Max series. It really does. And
It did not feel like CW at all. I was so confused. I actually had to check the channel real quick to make sure I was still on there.
It's what is the only thing that happens in like Earth 2 is Stargirl. So the whole entire Arrowverse is still intact, and everything. Hey, hello, Pat Mech.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, and
it's really good. You should definitely watch it. I made these smoke bombs you made. Oh, you did.
oh, did they really?
Yeah, I made those when I was a kid. That was a long time ago. Be safe. Be safe.
Right. What my favorite part of this episode? Obviously, I've already said
Superman
this.
and Lois. Yeah.
But was the part where the general was at their house and they were talking about, you know, hey, can you suit up real quick? And then Lois stepped in.
Whoa, they are? They're putting more money into Superman and Lois?
Oh, yeah. They should.
What?
I would give them money if I had enough.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting. But what were you saying? Superman and Lois.
Yeah, I hope they do, too. But anyways,
yes.
This was the general's point, and I loved this because this is where the dilemma? Yeah, the dilemma lies. Dilemma, thank you. He says, look, Lois, I understand you fell in love with Clark Kent, but you married Superman.
Oh, that was a great moment.
Perfect.
That was
perfect line. And it was sincere. It was mean, but it was true.
Oh, it was.
It was mean, but it was true. It was just like you wanted to be mad at him, but you understood what he was saying. It's like, it's Superman. You can't expect him to cancel.
Right.
To save the day.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's so good.
And then that leads into like the realization that Clark was wrong to keep his children out of it.
Oh, yeah. But I don't blame him either, though, because...
Right.
Because
as a parent, you would definitely be scared.
Yeah, the burden of having powers and also one having them and the other not.
Right.
So good.
And also the villains, you know, your family being attacked.
You know what I mean?
But
the villain in this episode too. I was surprised.
Oh yeah, Zod. Yeah.
Well, Captain Luthor.
Captain Luthor.
You didn't catch that
at the end?
Yeah.
I thought he said Zod.
Oh no, it was Captain Luthor.
Oh, my bad.
People suspected it was Zod because of its obvious nature of them having a past, them from another world, and it being destroyed. But yeah, at the end, the ship that he was on said, Captain Luthor.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch it again.
I have to assume it's a Luthor from another Earth before Crisis.
Right.
And because he said somehow he survived, and if it was another planet and he survived by escaping, it wouldn't have been I somehow survived.
So you thought it was Luthor? Is it Luthor? I don't know.
Well, no, it is Captain Luthor. It's a different type of Luthor. It's a different Luthor, but it is a Luthor. So I'm assuming it's from another Earth. And after Crisis, somehow he survived. Maybe the suit somehow protected him. It seems pretty strong against Superman. I don't know how.
Yeah.
This is my assumption. I assume he's from a futuristic version of Earth.
A futuristic version of Earth.
And that would explain his suit. Because, I mean, not a scratch on that suit. He shot the lasers at him. He shut the ice.
But how would he...
And nothing was working. And they said that they had a history. And I just kind of got the feeling of maybe the version of Earth he was from was a futuristic version of this Earth.
Interesting.
So he had like more advanced technology, but to him, Superman is still Superman. Wherever he is, he hates him.
I think they're gonna tie in. It felt like Smallville.
Oh yeah.
It had a lot of like Smallville type things. I felt, and it also felt like the Krypton show.
I feel so bad that I haven't gotten to watch that yet, but.
I've seen that. I don't think I've gotten all the way through season 2, I should say.
Right.
But it did feel like that. So who knows where they're gonna go with this? It's really, really interesting, and I love that it's a show that you can watch with your family. This is a show for every age.
Very well.
Everybody's gonna understand it and get it.
Oh yeah, and also very rarely does this happen. 5 minutes into this show, you're crying. Or at least you're feeling it.
Oh, yeah. The feels are strong.
Feels are strong. All right. The next thing on our docket.
Oh yeah. Michael B. Jordan as Superman.
Okay. Michael B. Jordan as Superman. Here. I'm just going to say this one thing.
Sure. And
then I'm going to talk kindly about this.
Of course, yeah.
If somebody... Okay, the reason why I'm a little hesitant behind this idea,
everybody is Warner Brothers is
kind of for the obvious reason, but not for the wrong reason that you may suspect of what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is this: if somebody race swapped Blade,
yeah,
that's not Blade. I'm not saying that because he's black, that's who makes him. But this is my point. When they created the character,
right,
they already made a decision. And a lot of the times, people's ethnicities in these stories have a strong effect on their origin. Ethnicity has a lot to do with if you have Russian heritage, if you have African American heritage, there are histories that tie to that affect your actions, the way you think, the way you raise your kids. So if you take that away, you're making, you're trying an original idea on something that's not original, and that doesn't work at all.
Now, here's the thing. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I see what you're saying. We don't know 100% if this casting is true. I mean, but the rumor is very, very strong.
Yeah. At least the writing of the movie has been officialized. Warner Bros. Working on a script.
And in the comic books, there is a character that is a different Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is true. I think he's actually called the Man of Steel, but that's because he wears a suit of steel, literally.
No. I'm talking about completely different.
Oh, a different one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the animated series.
No, not animated. In the comic books, the actual graphic novel.
Oh, okay. I did not know about this. Oh, and by the way, let me just say this while he's like...
Here he is.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
I don't think you guys can see it, but kind of. Anyway, if you guys go on my Instagram, it's in my story on my Instagram. But
that would be a cool suit. I like that.
That would be definitely really, really cool.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
Warner Brothers is labeling this as a reboot.
Which is weird. Oh, did you know they're trying to tie it with Robert Pattinson's Batman?
They tried tying Superman Returns with The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's
they were
trilogy.
trying to do that. Yeah.
Henry Cavill's Superman is good. It's not my favorite, but it's very good, and it's really hard to portray Superman. It is probably one of the hardest characters because you're not only playing Superman, you're also playing Clark. Which
and
that's
Kal-El.
A completely different personality. And then, like you said,
Kal-El's got to be the hardest one
Right.
Too
Kal-El is like
personalized.
the combination of both, but more
Just think of like an
this is who I am.
authoritative Clark Kent.
Kind of, yeah,
You know,
sure, in a way, yeah.
In a way.
I think of Kal-El as more of that kind person, but he's like, this is who I am, and
He's more Kryptonian than he is human when he's
Right.
Kal-El. Like, he's more
exactly
in that world.
But what I want to touch on is Superman and Clark. Clark Kent is a stumbling, awkward dude, right? He's that guy.
Right.
Now Clark Kent is the disguise, right?
Correct.
And he puts on the glasses, and everybody thinks because he puts on the glasses, nobody recognizes him. Well,
Right.
that's completely false.
Right.
When he puts on the glasses, he also puts on that character, that bumbling, awkward person, you know? And if have that, and if that doesn't just come naturally, it's really hard to pull off. And that's my only beef with Superman and Lois, and that's just me nitpicking. Otherwise, it's fine. It's totally great. I love Superman and Lois, don't get me wrong. But the actor who's portraying him doesn't have that natural ability to be awkward.
He doesn't have a quirky
It's
automatic like I don't want to say a quirky look, like
Right.
he doesn't look like the kind of guy, but he doesn't look like the kind of guy who would have a quirky but then again,
Right.
you know, like there's always room to grow. There's always room to grow in a show.
There's room to grow, and I think it comes down to acting chops. But here's the thing: Christopher Reeve, he had that. He had that natural quirkiness,
Yeah, 100%. That
You know?
that was prime pickings right there.
and so did Brandon Ruth.
Yeah, he was really good too.
He had that too.
Yeah,
You
he did.
know?
I have to say he wasn't my favorite Superman, but I think that was
Right.
more of the
Script.
movie
Yeah.
that
movie.
turned me off, because really an actor is only as good as his director.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But we're saying that segue into Michael B. Jordan here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Michael B. Jordan could be a dope Superman, as
has
in
the
acting
jawline.
it, as in portraying it, as in muscling and being strong? Yeah, I could see it. I could see walking out of that movie going, "Damn, he really savaged in that movie." However, I can't walk out going, "That's Superman." I could say he picked up the mantle of Superman, or on that Earth, he's Superman, but I mean, it's not Superman.
Let's take a minute and think of the scenario if they actually decide to just keep Michael B. Jordan as Clark Kent. You know,
I hope they don't do a Clark Kent with Michael B. I just
know
hope
you
they
hope,
stick with
but
Superman
let's just
and
say that's the scenario.
yeah.
My thoughts on it is Michael B. Jordan has a lot riding on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Something that has never been done before.
Yep.
And he has 3 seconds. I'm like literally 3 seconds to prove to the audience that he's Superman. Like right as he comes on that screen, he better own it, and I'm sure he can.
I
know?
think he can. It's just those Clark Kent moments. It's when I'm like,
it
what
comes
what
down
character are you gonna play?
to
'Cause,
your acting. I mean,
know.
this is totally something that's totally riding on the acting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And the story as well. I do want to have a
and
good
if they
story.
pull it off, it will be phenomenal. It'll
Absolutely.
be something in my lifetime, in our lifetime, that will be remembered, I think.
For sure. And I have a question.
Sure.
Do you kind of want to go over our original time here so we could talk about everything? Because we only got 15 minutes. I think we got like 3 more subjects to talk about.
Yeah, if you want to go
Make
an
a
extra
little
20
exception
minutes.
for you guys.
Yeah,
We'll
go a
because
little.
we really do
We
have a
did
lot
start
to talk
late.
about.
What happens with the Zack Snyder DC verse? That's very interesting.
Should we talk about Snyder Cut now? And
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
a good
let's
good
just
time.
dive into
Final
Snyder Cut.
thoughts, every child deserves to see themselves represented our iconic superheroes. Yes, it's totally true. DC Comics has. It's time to expand what's considered possible.
Yeah,
It totally is.
that's fair.
It totally is.
And
And like I said, there is a lot. If it is, that's the route they're going. It's a lot on Michael B. Jordan's shoulders.
And that's the thing. Like, I have no problem with the mantle of a character. I mean,
Right.
Batwoman is technically just wearing the mantle. I mean, to me, she's not Batwoman. She's just trying to become. But anyways,
anybody can be a superhero.
You know what I mean?
Anybody can.
But if you're going to say this is now the new Superman and all those other Superman don't count,
oh, absolutely not.
that's when I'm going to be like,
so.
no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's such a hard thing to describe with this. Like, do I think he can do it? Yes. Do I want him to do it? I don't know.
No, I'd say a lot of people agree with you, Matthew. A lot of people agree with you.
For sure. Well, let's talk about Snyder.
But I just want to keep an open mind and, move forward.
Absolutely.
I think history deserves to move forward.
Yeah.
And not live in the past.
Absolutely. Well, if you think about it, I mean, Black Panther, Falcon, like two more characters I can't remember the name of. I mean,
Cyborg.
Thank you.
Black Lightning.
African American characters have been in the history of comic books,
right,
for decades. I almost said centuries. Like I know, but so like history is. I don't want to say history doesn't need to change, because that's obviously not true. But I'm just saying, like, race swapping a character when there's not really a necessity to do that. It causes like how we're feeling right now. We don't have a problem with it, but it's just kind of random.
It's new.
It's
something
new, and it's just like,
and I don't think
what really inspired it.
Right.
It's just questions. That's really all it comes to.
Right. We're hesitant because it's new. It's something. It's uncharted territory.
Yeah. I'll go to the movie.
Oh yeah,
I don't
for
care
sure.
if it looks like shit. I'll go to the movie.
Superman's on. Superman. By the end of the day, Superman's Superman. No matter who's playing it. I'm definitely going to show up. Going to show up for the Snyder Cut, too.
Yes, March 18th.
I may not agree with Zack Snyder's directing choices 100% of the time.
This is going to be a radical film.
It's going to be... it's crazy. It's crazy so far. The promotional stuff that we've gotten, it's kind of it's put me on the fence.
Yeah,
but
kind of eerie
also,
a little bit.
But it's more than that. It's more than a superhero movie. It's about getting justice for Autumn,
yes,
who committed suicide. If you don't know, Autumn is Zack Snyder's daughter, and it's just no parent should have to go through that.
No,
nobody should have to go through suicide. I mean, life is very, very tough.
Right.
And this movie, Zack did it for free. That was amazing. Zack just did it for free, and that kind of put all the creative control in his power, because Warner Brothers couldn't fire him.
No, I don't know the full details, but wasn't there some complication, like they fired him at first, and then because of why they fired him, they brought him back, because there was obviously anger from the public.
So this is what happened. Zack, he was, of course, traumatized.
Of course.
And he's still dealing with it. He's still going through it.
He will for the rest of his life.
Exactly. And if by any chance, if you guys, Zack Snyder's family, my heart goes out to you guys. And thank you so much for what you've done for comic books and everything. So you're creative.
Yeah, please stay strong. We love you.
So what happened was Zack, the passing happened, and Zack and his wife left the project, and he took a cut with him. It was totally unfinished. It was in black and white. It needed a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Jason Momoa, if you saw, he's like, I've seen the cut.
I saw that interview. He said something about what, you think he can't do it? Like, because they didn't believe the Snyder Cut existed. He's like, what, you think he can't make the Snyder Cut?
Right. And so it was on a laptop. Yeah, they totally handled it very badly. Farming legend, Steven.
Farming legend.
But it was on a laptop, and it was unfinished.
Right.
And originally, it started out, hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And then it moved, then it was this whole movement like it kept on getting momentum. People
I think
came together. They got billboards, they got signs, they got airplanes.
Yeah,
this money. It was this huge.
This movie is gonna make money just based off the support alone.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that it was a movement to see an artist's vision come to life.
No, that's what I mean. I'm just saying, like,
right.
Just because of the support throughout the 4 years, just based off that love alone, this movie's gonna do just fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm not even worried about the money or anything.
I'm not either. I'm just stating a fact.
I'm not even worried if I'm gonna like it or hate it.
Right. I don't even care at this point.
No, and it's not about caring. What I care about is that I'm really, really happy for Zach.
Seriously.
I'm overjoyed that he's getting this movie. He's getting his vision, because as a creator, if I was in his shoes, I would be grateful, very, very grateful that this is happening.
Right.
And Warner Brothers, it's absolutely horrible what they did to him. Like, it's very, very sad that they abused him and they mistreated him, and they just did him wrong.
Yeah.
Terribly, terribly wrong.
Yeah.
They even knew that the Justice League movie that we got from Joss Whedon was horrible.
Yeah, they knew. They knew they
wanted to cash in.
They just threw it out there.
Right. And gosh, I can't believe there's more.
I mean, could you?
It drives me nuts.
Could you? I mean, I just trying to empathize how embarrassing it would feel to see your work unfinished, publicized.
Right, and that's what Warner Brothers wanted to do at first, is
like,
just release what he had on his laptop.
Yeah.
Unedited footage, and just, like, show it to the public to shut them up about hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And who knows? It might be really, really good.
I think it's going to be good.
Because if you think Christopher Nolan, like, if they would have just released the Batmobile... if they would have released Heath Ledger as the Joker, just like images of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we would have probably like flipped out too. Like, we would have been like, what the heck? This isn't this.
Right.
But to see the whole thing and the vision come together, it might be really good.
Seriously.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
Like when you have a vision and you try to describe a vision to somebody's ears, it just doesn't come out right. But when you see it in front of you, you go, oh, okay.
This is what they're talking about.
I see what you're trying to do. Gotcha. So I'm in full.
It might be really, really good.
Yeah.
And out of respect, I think I'm going to watch it in black and white.
I'm going to watch it in color first, so that way I can appreciate all the detail.
Right.
And then then I'll go black and white.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If you guys watch the Snyder Cut.
Because I know Batman will look even doper in black and white. I know he will.
It would be definitely really cool. There's a entire comic book series called Batman Black and White. So maybe Zach's ahead of the curve. We don't know. And a lot of people that are ahead of the curve, they get a lot of backlash. Yeah, because I forget I think it was the name of the movie was called Lighthouse. That movie, it was a recent movie. It was a couple. Pattinson. Yeah.
Thank you. That was in black and white. Brilliant movie. I forgot it was in black and white when it was over. I was like, oh, that it was in black and white. Like, you do forget when you're watching it.
I think black and white is interesting because at first that's the only way we could view TV.
Yeah.
Because it was in black and white. They didn't have the 3 tubes and the colors and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like morphed into a style.
Yeah, an artistic decision.
And sometimes it can enhance the story. I don't know if you guys seen the movie The Artist, but that really was incredible.
Good movie.
And watching that in black and white. And then WandaVision, black and white.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Yeah.
I think who knows? We haven't seen the whole thing. I'm not gonna pass judgment right now. I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna hate it until I've seen it.
Right. That's kind of like the boat I'm in right now, because like, like you want to nitpick, but at some point you kind of do realize, like, I'm not in control of the show. I'm just a fan, so I should take what I get and appreciate it. But there's nothing wrong with just noticing things that don't make it so. Speaking of this, and we may have differences on this, but
sure.
I watched Black Lightning last night, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And
season 4 episode
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Correct. Because I wanted to be caught up, and I can say without a doubt, I am confused. And
what did you watch seasons 1 through?
That is. Well, no, and the thing is, I was aware of that. I wasn't like, oh, why am I confused? But I knew I was out. But I'll tell you what I know. Okay. So I don't know the names of all the characters except for Black Lightning, so I'll have to refer to other people as related to him. But all right, so the marriage counseling between Black Lightning and his wife.
Yeah. Yes. What do you think? Do you think it was a good idea?
Okay, well, actually, let me back up.
All right.
Let me back out of what I was just saying. I don't know if it is the director, or it's the acting, or if it's the writing, but the show is not believable to me.
It's not believable.
The characters, when they express themselves, are just... when I watch WandaVision...
Do you think the theories are like, the ideas, the writing's like too far-fetched?
Well, let me say this.
Because
when I watch WandaVision, I'm in it.
Right.
I believe I'm in their world. You know what I'm saying? When I'm watching the Superman and Lois, I'm in it because it looks great. The story is dope. When I watch this, I was just watching it. I was just, okay.
You're just watching it?
Yeah, well, for some reason, like, I get season 1 through 3.
I think what you're saying is you weren't, like, emotionally invested in it like you are with WandaVision.
Okay, well, number one, I have to say yes to that because I missed the first 3 seasons.
Right.
I was trying to catch up. But secondly, it was... Okay, you know how... what I was about to say earlier. When I was in WandaVision and Superman and Lois, nothing in those shows pulled me out of the show. Most of... And I'm not saying, like everybody has their own opinion. I'm just saying I got pulled out of this show a lot.
Sure.
A lot of the acting was like, oh. And then there was one scene where the Black Lightning's daughter's girlfriend was on the deathbed, and then she died, but then while she was flatlined, she just woke up.
Well, yeah, that's a whole... backstory. You forget. You didn't see.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I am confused because I'm out of touch, but I have to say, like, a lot of the acting, a lot of the writing, the reasoning for some of their excuses when they were,
they might have filmed it during COVID season,
Yeah, I just.
So it might have been difficult. It's been it maybe been the writing. We've seen actors get terrible scripts, and then we think the actor is really bad, and then we've seen them get really good scripts, and then it's like, whoa, okay, yeah,
like, okay, but like, to be fair, I understand that the dynamic of this season, they just finished a war, and there's some trauma there. I understand that Black Lightning feels like a failure somehow, and he's kind of beating himself up. He doesn't want to be Black Lightning, but he needs to get his anger out, so he's punching... Oh! Murder was brought up in this episode, which I thought was unsettling, because they had a real down-to-earth conversation about being okay with murdering people. And I gotta be honest, I shrugged my shoulders at that point. I went, what? Wait, what?
Well, like I said,
you just want to start. I mean, it was for survival.
3 seasons.
That's why I prefaced by saying
this guy is like messed up. Like the
villain was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's a pretty good villain.
He's pretty good.
He's a good actor too when portraying him.
But yeah, emotionally disconnected I was, and that's for obvious reasons.
Right.
But that was just my thought.
Yeah. And I totally agree. But I think it's sad that the show is being canceled after 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's rumored
to be. And I hope
we
get a wrap up of the entire series.
Yeah.
In this season.
And you know
it just
what?
doesn't drop off a cliff.
I got to be honest. I kind of hope they reboot this show in a way.
A reboot.
Or whatever it is, just kind of remake it. Because I wanted to like Black Lightning.
Well, I grew up watching Static Shock.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably why I like it so much.
It's just some of the visual effects on the show were just a little too obviously. I mean, okay, look. Obviously, they're CGI'd. Obviously, no one has powers and stuff. It was just like WandaVision's CGI. That looks great. It just didn't look that clean. It just,
Well, they have, it's just entire Marvel.
And I know. That's why it's unfair.
Disney behind them, Light Magic. What's the name of that company? Light Magic something?
I have no idea. I just know
Lucasfilms owns it, right? And then Lucasfilms owns Disney. What is that? There's Disney, so many loopholes. They own everything. Fox. So here's a side note. So Disney owns Fox, right? And guess who owns Batman 66?
Who?
Fox.
Oh,
so technically, Disney owns Batman.
Of course.
Hey, Alan Alexander and Robert Pattinson's as Batman. Yes. Let's talk about that really quick because we haven't mentioned Robert Pattinson.
At all, really.
Batman.
But we haven't gotten anything new.
We haven't.
I mean, we got that trailer a while ago, and that was incredible because it looked like a black noir film, which is perfect setting for a Batman. But ever since that trailer, we've gotten a couple set photos. But all it was the guy in the suit at a different angle, which was not helpful.
So its release date is
March 4th?
2020. 21.
Oh, 2022. I got so excited, dude. I almost jumped out of my chair. I'm like, next month?
No.
I don't know if I can wait that long, man.
We got that trailer. It's dark, mystery, noir. It's been rumored that he's going to have a new suit by the end. I really don't like the suit that he's currently in.
And also, another rumor about this movie. I know this sounds silly, but it's rumored to not be a Batman movie. And what I mean by that, it's not in Batman's perspective. It's like what they're saying is it's like the detective's perspective, but Batman shows up. But it's like I forgot how they explained it, but it's like it's a different way of bringing Batman into scenes.
Bringing Batman into scenes?
Yeah, like instead of following Batman around, he's gonna be like coming in to the action.
Oh, he's just going to show up, so the action's going to happen, and then, like, Batman, I'm Batman.
Kinda. I don't remember how exactly I read it, but I remember exactly them saying this isn't just a Batman movie. Like, this isn't just about Batman.
Right.
That sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But that's all. That's all I've got. I've looked up stuff. I haven't gotten any Easter eggs or...
There's been a few set photos that have been released, but it's the same stuff. Batman on the Bat-Cycle, stunt double, and whatnot.
It looks great though. I'm excited for it. Genuinely,
I'm really excited. It's just so confusing to have so much.
There's so much going on right now.
That's not, it's like having what am I trying to say?
I have no idea.
Different strands of the same string.
Yeah, sure. I mean that works. Splitting hairs if you want to.
You're right, exactly. And they're just going in so many directions. Like, come on, Warner Brothers, get it together. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously. Oh, people just want superheroes. Well, no, we want something to follow. By the end of the day, something to follow.
Oh,
people gotta understand.
Keep an open mind, man. He will blow you away. Who are we talking about?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah. No, I believe it. I totally believe it.
Yeah.
But
his second year of being Batman. Yes, his second year of being Batman.
Yes, which I like. I'd rather see us a more, not more experienced, but more experienced than a first-year Batman. I don't want to see Batman be struggling. I don't want to see that. I want to see Batman be dope, and the best way to do that is just to jump to year 2. And I like that.
Yeah.
You know. There's one more thing we had to talk about, and then we were...
One more thing we are going to talk about.
Yeah, there was something else. I know it.
Is there big news?
Okay, so we talked about WandaVision. Talked about...
Flash movie?
No, it was something else.
Cancellation. The Arrowverse, Superman and Lois.
Did we cover everything?
You know, I feel like we're missing something.
Oh, Batwoman. Batwoman. We were going to talk about Batwoman. Look.
Oh, we're going to talk about... Wait, was there a new episode? Because...
I thought there was. I thought I watched it.
There's 3 episodes, aren't there? There's 4 episodes. Whoa, hold on here. Hold the bat phone.
Hold the bat phone.
I
think it's called, like, Blue Eyes and something hair. Don't ask.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Hold on here. Official site. Boom, boom, boom.
You should just go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. No, this is I know like the back of my hand. Here we are. New.
Oh,
Core
there's 5.
on canvas. Oh, there's 5 now.
Oh,
you mean I'm behind?
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, this is what I'll say. Could I watch the 4th episode?
I
What's the name of the 4th one? The name of the 4th episode. What's the name of it? Right here. Fair skin and blue eyes. All right. So this episode, I've been kind of beating up on Batwoman last few episodes, but this is what I'm gonna say, because I've said it before. I want to like this show.
Yeah.
This is what I like about Batwoman.
Okay.
When Batman is doing his thing,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't talk a lot. And if he is going to say anything to his opponent,
Yeah.
it's usually to hurt his feelings.
Okay.
This Batwoman is very inspiring. She gives the time to give these speeches to the people that she protects, and maybe if they need a nice word, she's a human to them. She's not some scary guy in a bat costume
legend
staring at you with wide eyes. It's just, look, like, yeah, I'm Batwoman, but, I'm a person, and I'm here for you and stuff. I like that, because that's something that Batman couldn't be. It's something he even explained to Dick Grayson. He even said it to the Justice League. They asked him, why did you bring Robin in at the age of, like, 14 or 16 or something young, 12 or something, and he just said, I wanted to train him so he wouldn't become like me. And that's something that I like about this Batwoman, is that it's a version of the Bat that Batman couldn't be, or at least he wouldn't allow himself to be.
This is what I think the character is missing, because in the comic books, Batwoman is a lot more broken than she is portrayed in the live action TV show. And I think that's what it's missing. Somebody, because all the Bat characters have one thing in common, that they're all broken.
Yeah, trauma.
They're traumatized or something in their life.
Or they have revenge turning into something.
Right. And then we have that thing, whatever that is, they come over that,
Correct.
And they grow through that and become the hero that they're meant to be.
Right.
And she is definitely broken and traumatized.
Sure.
Her character in the TV show. I just feel like a portrayal of it would be something more dark and
which is
less speeches, more of like,
even the Robins are dark when it comes to their origin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even though they're all giddy and stuff sometimes.
But I'm enjoying it. It's something. Turn it on, do the dishes or something, and clean the house. But it's enjoyable to watch. It's not like I'm gonna sit down and watch it and like WandaVision.
Exactly, that's kind of my thing. And I've said this before about how a hero's only as good as his villain. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this because this is just how I feel. If you feel differently, that's totally fine. This is just how I am.
Sure.
The villains that come out in these shows, let's say Black Lightning and Batwoman, I don't care for the villains. They're not relevant. They're not tied to any relevant villains that we're aware of. Like, I mean, yes, they are in the comics, but like when it comes to like if Bane,
they need stronger villains is what.
Like if Bane showed up in Batwoman, that would immediately catch my interest because it's Bane.
I've heard.
You know what I mean? But when it's some dude with the mask and he's just a guy with a gun, I could care less who that guy is.
Right.
I don't even care if he is relevant to the comics. He's
exactly.
just not
and they're like, I see your point that you're making, and they're throwing that character in from the Hush comics, and they're kind of like saying, oh, look, here's the live action, go nuts, right?
Yeah.
Without giving us a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying, but I've heard that a good villain is a good antagonist, I should say, is somebody who has a good point, but goes about it completely wrong.
Yeah.
Take Thanos, for example. You know, our world is overpopulated. You know, China has a law you can only have one kid, right?
Yeah.
And so, but he went about it completely wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what made him the villain.
Exactly.
You know, so it was just that little thing that you can relate to the villain, right? And if that villain doesn't have it, it's not a good villain.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%. I feel like if his goal is just to take over the world, nobody cares.
Right.
Because actually, it perfectly explained when way back in the first Avengers movie, when Iron Man and Loki are talking to each other in the Avengers Tower, Tony goes, "You don't understand. You don't get it. Like, there's no version of this where you come out on top. And maybe your army comes and maybe it's too much, but it's all on you."
Yeah.
I love that part. It's like, you
God,
don't get it, bro. If you win, the whole planet is on your shoulders. Like, what are you going to do? There is no version. Yeah, I love that. I just love that. It's perfect. So.
Wait, did Loki say that or Iron Man? I forget.
Iron Man says that to Loki.
He does,
maybe your army comes, maybe it's too much for us,
maybe
but it's all on you.
But it's all on you.
I love that.
And we'll definitely avenge it.
Yeah, if we can't protect it, we'll damn sure avenge it.
That's it. Yeah.
I remember my line.
I know, that was good. That was shocking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in myself.
No, I have some OCD. Don't worry. It's a thing. But that's everything. Okay. I really hope. Let's go down the list before we kick ourselves out here.
Okay.
WandaVision. Perfect since day one. Superman, shockingly amazing, and I swear to God, CW, if you even so much as ruin this show.
I'm happy with the first episode, you know?
I would watch that. Literally, if you didn't come out with another episode and just gave us that, I might actually be okay with that. That's how good and perfect this first episode was.
I loved the... my mom made it. You know,
my mom made it for me.
It flies away.
Oh, and the flying looks so good.
That did. That looked really good.
The flying in the CW has looked like shit for so long.
You know,
it's looked so bad.
I think because they added more depth to it.
Yeah,
you could see the city.
Shots.
You know,
more wide shots.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never thought of that. To do that in the show. I was like, what's wrong with the
It wasn't
Supergirl?
so close up, you know?
Just back it up. It was good. So good.
I loved it. It was really good.
Snyder Cut. I'm excited for it.
Excited. Optimistic, but excited.
Optimistic. For sure. Black Lightning. It's a show.
You gotta watch.
I gotta watch the first 3 seasons.
Your comment button is off.
It's totally on it.
You're done commenting on that because you gotta watch the first 3 seasons.
For sure.
And especially watch the cameo of Black Lightning in, I think it was the
crossovers, right?
Crossovers.
Yeah, no, I've seen him in those.
Like he first appeared, I think it was in Flash or Arrow. I can't remember.
Maybe Flash.
It might have been Flash.
Because I know Flash showed up on Arrow. I know Barry Allen showed up on Arrow before he was the Flash.
Right.
And then I'm assuming it was Lightning on the Flash.
Right. Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, no.
Because he just when he came on screen, I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like
But the first season was really, really good. I really like the first season of Black
I bet I would
Lightning.
like the first season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's always the push. That's the
Yeah.
money maker.
Yeah.
That's
Second season was okay. Third season,
and that's what I'm
wasn't my
afraid.
favorite.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
afraid about the Superman and Lois thing. When I was saying don't mess this up, I mean, if you're going, if you made the first episode this good looking, if you put most of your money just in this first episode just to make us keep coming back, oh, you made me so mad.
It's what we needed as DC fans. It's what we needed.
You need to
Hardcore.
keep the quality of this show the way it is. Do not change it.
Agreed.
If this was nothing more than a
They're
fishing
putting
line
more money
hook,
into it, so they're gonna up the ante.
yeah,
You know,
keep
It's
it.
gonna be good.
It was literally perfect. CW, don't fuck it up. It was literally perfect. I mean, damn near, but for me it was.
language.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. But and then Batwoman is getting better.
yeah.
The grappling gun, the batarangs. It's cool.
I have to watch the 2 episodes. I haven't watched.
I haven't
it yet.
watched the 5th one, so I'm
been
behind
busy
too.
doing all the YouTube stuff
I know.
and magic shows and all that.
I know.
Shameless plug. Check me out. magicwitheli.com.
Yeah, but before we head out, I just want to say thank you to everyone who popped up on these comments.
Yeah, thanks for commenting, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for being a part of this. This is
Seriously.
awesome, and I hope to see everybody next week. If you guys join next week, we're going to even discuss even further. I can't wait for episode 9 of WandaVision.
I know.
I
know.
Episode 2 of Superman and Lois. I'm super curious.
Yep.
No pun intended.
I really again. I want to see what the quality looks like in this episode too, because I will notice if there's something different. Because that was really, really good.
Yeah, I felt like a DC fan again when I watched
I
it.
know.
You
I
know?
did too. That's why I
You're
called you.
like-
I'm like, man, DC for the comeback.
Yeah, it's just so simple. And with Superman, you just got to keep it simple.
It was so simple. I
You
mean,
just-
even though it's not when it comes to his kids, but
Right,
it's still.
That was the great thing of it. It wasn't like Superman, we got Smallville, right?
Yes.
We have him becoming Superman, and at the end of the 10 seasons, he rips open, flies off.
I know. Such
and
a
that's-
perfect way to end
that's
that
it.
series.
But now we get all this time in between, right? And now he has kids, and it's just so it's very interesting, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to see where they go with
And
it.
I love the fact that they can have this side story in the show and it not affect the quality of the Superman time.
Right.
When it's Superman time, it's Superman time.
And you
then
know
when
what
it's
they're
family
setting
time,
up
it's
for,
family
right?
time.
You know what they're setting up for. I mean, they've shown Superman at his best in this first episode.
Yeah.
They're setting it up so everything gets taken away from him.
That makes sense.
You know?
I could see that.
Everything, and
Yeah.
then I don't know if his kids are gonna save him. I know.
Oh, that'd be cool. That
You know?
would be a nice change.
Right.
Okay. I know Jordan has the powers and Jacob doesn't.
I forget.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Curly hair and blonde hair, I guess.
I understand in the first episode he was very nice about saying like, okay, my skills on the field are legit. I have a feeling he's gonna get jealous down the road, though. I know I would.
You
I
think
know
he's gonna
anybody
become
else
a
would.
villain?
No, not a villain. I
Okay.
just mean brotherly jealous. Just
Sure.
dad showing you attention. He's doing special stuff with you, and you're not involved in it.
Right.
And it's just, I feel like there's gonna be a couple of fights between the brothers, like not villain fights. I just mean brother fights. Like
Oh, for sure. That's definitely interesting.
I'm
concept.
looking forward to that because that's real. That's a real. I would be jealous too if my brother had superpowers. I don't care how strong I am.
Yeah. Well,
Or,
what if,
I mean,
what if your
confident.
brother could like melt like a popsicle?
Be like, oh my god.
Like, I'm still jealous of you.
You know, you can keep that power.
All right. Well, guys, I think that brings us to the end. We have gone well over an hour. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so that way you know when the next podcast pops up, so you can join us every single Sunday at 10 a.m. Standard Eastern time. Blah, blah, blah. My tongue fell asleep.
Standard. Is it Eastern? I
Standard
almost want to
Time.
say Easter time.
It's Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m.
EST.
that's when we do it. Every single Sunday. And yeah, I think that's it. Do you have any closing statements you'd like to say to the viewers?
Stay well, stay happy, and stay strong.
There you go, guys. All right, you guys have a fantastic day, and as always, have a bat-tastic day.
There it is. There it is. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, see ya. Adios. Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
That was great.
I'm gonna throw this in the can.
So long. Bye-bye.